Now, organisations mining affected communities United in Action, together with women affected by mining United in Action, have launched a campaign to hold both mining companies and the government accountable in terms of the environmental and social development obligations. The organisations conducted a series of comprehensive studies to find out how miners adhere to their commitments and if the state is meeting its oversight responsibilities. To examine this, we are joined by Mining Affected Communities United in Action National Coordinator, Meshack Mbangula. Mr. Mbangula, good evening. Thanks for speaking to us. Now, just talk to us about the basis of your campaign and what you're hoping to achieve.
Thank you for having me. One of the things that we do in this campaign is to make sure that we do social audit. We audit social and labor plans which were meant to address the historical disadvantaged people, and we give knowledge or capacitate communities about their right to have a social and labor plan from the mines, which are meant to uplift the life of people. But we find that is most of the time these applications from the mines to make sure there are communities that are hosting them. There's change, building skill development, infrastructure. It's not happening because those social and labor plans are hidden from the people, and it's a public document for people to obtain it and go through it. And again, it's supposed to be informed by the communities that are in that mine. But what happened now is we have gone to we've done 10 social audits, auditing these social and labor plans in 5 provinces. And what we found there, it's really disturbing because none of these mines have complied. In fact, if they've done something, if the project is not finished or not done at all. And based on that, and the social audit, it's a community done by done by the community themselves. So it's easy for them to understand. And based on that, with this report that we have, we are showing that is the mines that we have done social audits on the SLP, they have not complied in their obligations to uplift the life of people.
Now, Mr. Mbangula,
we have engaged.
Mr. Mbangula, talk to us about why the mines have not obliged in their social responsibilities, if you will. It certainly cannot be because they're not making the money, because we know that the mining sector, the vast majority of mines make huge profits.
Definitely, they make a lot of profits, but the aim for them is to maximize profits and give that to shareholders. They withhold investment, to get more money and loot our minerals without benefiting us. They are not interested in uplifting the life of people, but to maximize their profits. And that's a capitalist system, and we cannot change it because it's about few, not all of us.
So what is their legal obligation, though? Let's talk about that. What is their legal obligation?
Yeah, legal obligation is that SLP, it's a legal document, that they must, whatever is in that document, it must be done. And if not done, we are able to take those mines to court. We are able to tell the MRE not to renew the license if the obligations are not met. They didn't adhere to that. So we have that power to say, according to the obligation that you are supposed to done in these 5 years, you didn't do that. And now we are able to take the matter to court. And it's legal, SLP, a legal document that you are, as a mine, have to really do the obligations you have signed to.
Okay, I don't think I got a response from you when I asked, what are the mines themselves saying? Have you had a conversation with the mines?
Exactly. When we do the social and labor plan of that mine, after we have done that, we go back to them and say, look, you've promised a community a school according to your plans. And when we do a physical verification to check those projects that you have said you will do, none of them have been done. Or if it's done, it's not finished. And we engage them to say, what are you doing with these things? And unfortunately, when we are dealing with mines, we are dealing with people, they're stubborn. And some of them will engage you to say, Unfortunately, the money that was given to LED or to the municipality to do the project, and all that need to be investigated. So they've got, stories about where did the mine go, and that itself needs another investigation to say, where do we go with that? But for instance, in Palabura, what we found that is the non-compliance, we've decided to take the matter to court because we have proof that is they didn't do the and mines are they don't reluctant to engage communities, as before they marginalize and don't really take communities serious. That's why we have decided to say, let's have a process where we give power to the communities for them to be able to research and audit this SLP and challenge them, from an informed base with evidence.
Now, I don't know if you have capacity to go to all the mining towns and attach yourself to the communities and basically be the go-between in explaining what the obligations of the mines are to members of the communities. So how do you put the word out, or certainly enlighten or inform, educate, if you will, the various communities that reside in these areas where the mines are doing business?
Yeah, we are in all provinces now that your mining place is taking place. And we've managed to have kind of 50 branches as we speak, and 6,000 members around South Africa. So most of the communities that are there, they see our work in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and they will obviously contact us. And it's not that is obviously we have to be there physically, but at some time we will obviously engage them telephonically, and explain to them that is, what are your rights in your area? You've got what we call in the mine SLP. You must go and demand that SLP because it's your right. It's a public document, and they will demand that SLP and send it to us, and we simplify for them and show them what are the obligations that were supposed to be done, and they will engage the mine because we will not always be able to do that. But the work that we have done, we are able to people to see that is what we have done and engage with people. But most of the time, we have gone most of the branches and explain and capacitate them on the issue of SLP, because in other ways, this will complement the work that we are doing of marching and everything, but this gives power to the community to engage with the different stakeholders with evidence.
Meshack Mbangula is the Mining Affected Communities United in Action National Coordinator. We thank you for your time on